Hi guys, it's Dean Gravina here. I'm here in the car park with Joel Kleber. We just finished a strategy meeting with a new potential franchise here in Watsonia. Now, what is the, number one problem or a list of problems that most franchises have when just getting started?
Well, they don't have any trust online. So what I mean by that is they don't have substantial YouTube channel, they don't have a podcast, they don't have a founder that's active online, they don't have organic social media about being a franchisee that's a consistent basis. They don't have anything about the system, training, all that sort of stuff online. What franchise brands tend to do is they do a bunch of ads and they do nurture sequences and questions and vetting and stuff like that, but they don't have anything else that can build trust in the background. So when the prospect likes the idea of being a franchisee in your system and they go to Google and want to research at their own pace beyond what the nurture sequence is telling them, or someone who's trying to sell them telling them, what else is online for them to learn about your brand or business? And most franchise brands do not have that.
Yeah,
and it's the wrong approach. So you should always do content first and build that content library up first, then run your ads. If you do that without it, you're going to struggle to grow.
Yeah, and because these people aren't a franchise yet, but how do these people know that franchising is right for them?
Well, I think they want to expand. It's a great way to decide if you want to expand. So if you don't want to own company stores and you want to do the franchise model, you will do that. And there's a lot of businesses and great businesses that will help you do that as well. Should every business be a franchise? Probably not. But these guys should be a franchise in my opinion. But the strategy about how to get franchisees was probably not correct. And the way they're doing it was the traditional normal way, which you would do it, and most people do it. But as I said, if you don't have that trust online on that content machine that can build that trust for you in the background while you're dealing with these prospects, you're really pushing. It's hard uphill to get it across the line.
Yeah. And for this, the business is in the food industry. So what are your thoughts on that? Is it quite difficult compared to other industries to get this sort of a franchise rolling?
Well, no, I think it's the most popular. So cafes and food, or QSR, quick service restaurant, 40% of people looking into a franchise look at those categories. So it's actually more popular than home services, which is 20%.
Yes.
So most people, when they think of a franchise, do think of site-based franchises. But once again, how do you stand out in the market? If your brand is not well known, how are you going to stand out? You need to prove higher trust than a brand that's well established and known. So it's easier for them than you. So you need to build that trust. And how do you stand out? For me, big one is the founder personal brand is massive. Great guy in Sydney called Rami online. Rami's got the best personal brand of a QSR restaurant. And not many people probably know Rashays, but they probably know Rami from his social media content. So when you're a startup QSR sort of franchise or fast food franchise when you're first starting out, really investing in content and taking it seriously. And just
I think you made a big mistake there because how was the food today?
Oh, the food was great. The food was awesome. It's great. It's a great product. Product. The food's not a problem. But the model is the thing where if you need to get franchisees, you need to get people to trust the model. You have a great product, but how do you build trust in the model?
I would say yes, the brand, but also the food.
Oh, the food's awesome. You have a good product.
You've got to have a good product,
You've got to have a good product for sure. But
you go.
But you've got to have a good product, but still you're expecting people to invest a lot of money with you. They're investing with your product, which they might like, but what else are they investing in? And why can't they just start it themselves? Why do they need you? All this sort of stuff.
What sort of money are we talking? If you want to get into starting a franchise, right? These people just maybe they had 1-2 shops, different shops, different types of restaurants or fast food. What sort of money should you be looking at investing in your marketing? And what sort of money do you need to launch this thing?
Well, I think personally, you do it. No one will tell you because they can't make money out of it because they don't specialize in it. But it's the content creation side of it. You create a massive amount of video library. You commit to content creation every week or every month. Where you're creating a month's worth or fortnight's worth every fortnight, whatever, first. And then you start setting up all the funnels and the paid ads and stuff like that. And you can do all that stuff and anyone can do that for you. Yep. But what is hard and what people want to actually see is how the business runs. They want to learn about how the costs, all that sort of stuff too. So that's the most important thing. But I think investing in content, videographer, full-time videographer, someone to do the strategy can be quite affordable. It might be $4 or $5 a month. You get a consistent amount of content from that.
Yep.
If you're selling your franchise for a couple of $100,000, it's a good investment. But it's going to shorten the sales cycle, it'll build trust, and makes things a lot easier.
So you reckon organic to start?
Organic to start, but not even organic, but creating assets that you're then going to be able to use for paid ads later.
Yep.
But you do need to just start getting a library of content online that people can consume and trust. If you don't have that, see my ad, I'm looking at his emails, it's fantastic. They're not just looking at you, they're looking at other people.
Yeah.
And if you have all this video library online and the other person doesn't, they're going to pick you over them. So that's the really important thing for me. So content first before ads.
I think the biggest thing that I learned from you today is actually these people took the feedback that you provided them before you even got there and they actioned it. You said, start getting into podcasting. We walked in there.
They're better equipped than me.
That's what I mean. Good. So if you want to get started in doing anything, start taking the feedback and just implement the feedback that people... I mean, Joel, you're giving all this free advice online. You should be charging for that.
True. I know. I need to start doing that.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.